A couple of days ago, while strolling in the PC shop, I found this guy, BU113 AverMedia 4K streamer capture card. It was on sale, so I thought, why not get one, because I need one capture card anyway, like everyone else on impulse purchase. AverMedia has two capture cards lined up, and this one specifically targeted toward the streamer. And if you go to Twitch, most streamers most likely are gamers. Literally every company targeted gamers right now because streamers spend a lot of money on their gears for their content. From Elgato capture card to Razer super expensive card, AverMedia have their own lineup of capture card. And AverMedia is one of the biggest player in the capture card market. For gamers, manufacturers usually emphasize on heavy low latency, but BU113 was marketed to use with camera. But at this point, even $5 capture card can do just well to stream with camera. Spec-wise, this card take all kind of input, including retro games. It also support 144 input, but the output always 1080p 60fps and 4K 30fps. So if you input 2K 60fps, is always downgraded to 1080p 60fps. First and foremost, this card is very fast. For streaming, this does matter, but 40 millisecond latency does make this capture card lightning fast, because the fastest people can stream on Twitch is 1 second latency. But this also means that you can hook up any kind of games that you have and literally just play directly on your preview windows. Although I strongly discourage people to go to that route, but 2 monitor setup sometimes is not a viable option. So this card makes playing on preview windows feels natural. But if you want to stream competitive games, I suggest getting a splitter is a much better option in that case. Or try to PC setup. If you play on console, your Bluetooth have latency. Converting your input gameplay to HDMI is another latency. Then there is OBS latency that highly depend on your PC state. And then there is internet latency too. So when you add capture card in this pass, it will hurt your game experience. The card only support 8-bit output, so if you input 10-bit video, it will crush down the color to 8-bit. For streaming or YouTube video, 8-bit color depth is the one that you want to use to avoid unnecessary compression. For camera, and most camera, HDMI out is usually in 8-bit, but this camera A6000 can actually record in 12-bit. It's very important to match your bit depth because you don't want to have unnecessary compression, else you will have this problem of overexposed or underexposed in your streaming quality. When you plug it in, you will detect it like a webcam. Good thing is, this UVC format is mostly adapted in many other capture cards in the market, including the chip capture card. AverMedia also tried to promote CamEngine software with this capture card. It face filter, cam smoothing, and face tracking in the software. I'm not really a fan toward those, but to some maybe it's worth it. But if you are running NVIDIA RTX, we have NVIDIA Broadcast. So might be useful for people with AMD graphic card. But I'm really not a fan of skin smoothing. But for Asian market, like over here, it's currently widely adapted. Video quality is fine, especially for streaming. But if you want a YouTube record, camera probably will do a better job because camera most likely record at higher bit depth than 8-bit. Again, streaming services most likely supported 8-bit 1080p. Twitch only allow maximum 8 megabits per second. So if you're trying to stream 10-bit video, your video quality most likely will do a lot worse than what it should look like. The price for this capture card is about $100 to $110, almost to the price of Camlink capture card. In my case, I got it for $85 or $2,500 Taiwan dollars, which is very cheap. But before you try to drop money on this 100 price point capture card, I highly suggest people to try to upgrade their Lightning setup or have a better webcam first. Overall, I think this is one of the good options if you are thinking for a good capture card in the market that hopefully future-proof where 1080p still relevant and 4K is still a reasonable standard to watch in your room. So that's about it. A good simple capture card. If you like this video, please give thumbs up because it really helps my channel. And if you want more content like this, please consider to subscribe and see you again.